just will finish this damn series of talking, and that way that'll just be, this is 4 videos, it'll be the whole week. I went to go inside to hide, but somebody's in the banquet hall. And then there's all the teenagers in the lobby because it's the weekend, so it's always busy on the weekend. So I'm like, oh, let me just hide in the stairs. And I still think I might go hide in the stairs. But I went to my favorite spot in the stairs, and there was a person there already because the other people who live here, because there's like maybe 3 or 4 families who's here, and like, you know, they already know the hiding spot. So now I don't have anywhere to be alone, and that's annoying, especially since, I don't know if y'all saw my video before, like I love to be in my closet. A paper just fell, but I'm not about to go get it. I'm not gonna go to hell for littering. I just can't get it. I need to be somewhere isolated. I need to be alone. I need to feel safe, and I don't have anywhere to go to be alone. I was by the pool and it was hot, and then this lady came and she was sitting like not right next to me. She was definitely not even that close, but to me, like I can hear her phone in the background while I was trying to record, so I was like, that's not gonna work either. So I like to hide underneath this tree and listen to the birds. So I take a few seconds to gather myself. I'm just gonna finish reading you guys my notes. God says it's important for you guys to like go outside in nature. And I know I said that in some of my videos before, but yeah, just go outside, relax, take a breath, breathe. So back to my notes. Your own family will talk shit about you when you're in the process of breaking all the generational curses. This ain't for the weak. Oh, that was Denzel Washington. He said your own family will talk about you while you're trying to break generational curses. Your family will be against you because you're the one who's doing it, and they want to be the one who's doing it. So they'll have that why not me mentality, like why she gotta be the one to break the curse? Well, because you was too busy worrying about me breaking the curse that you didn't take the time out to break the curse, sister. Shit. That's why my older sister doesn't like me. So she does it, she doesn't like me, she's fucking in love with me. That's why she sends me hate, because she's in love with me and she wish she was me. She's mad that I'm the one who's this, I'm the one who's that, I'm the pretty one, I'm the one with this, I'm the one who's with that, I'm the one who gets this. And your own family will hate you when you're breaking general curses. Like, all I'm trying to do is save our bloodline. The Bible speaks about cursing families and bloodlines. When who was it? I'm getting my Bible story mixed up already, and it's something I talked to you about. The guy, I can't remember his name. Dang. That's why I got multiple personalities, because my other personality is the one who told y'all that. But it was a Bible story where I told you about where the king told him, don't leave your property. If you don't leave your property, then you don't leave the land and you'll be cool. But then he left the land to get the slaves. Well, his whole bloodline was cursed. So because his whole bloodline is cursed, that could be one of my ancestors. That's probably the bloodline the curse I had to break. You know what I mean? Like, God put curses on the family, and God will tell you, I will curse you and your children. It's not enough just to curse them. God will curse your whole fucking bloodline. And then that somebody in that bloodline has to break the curse. However, that demon, that negative energy is in some people, and it's in their blood, and it's through their DNA, I guess, because, you know, spirit energy never dies. But God will curse all of that. So here we are trying to be curse breakers, and our family will turn against us because that demon has been in our family for so long. How dare you take that demon away? This shit ain't for the weak. My mother put a hit out on me because I'm trying to break the curse. 444. This ain't for the weak. A great woman is going to challenge you. Not a single thing about her is going to be easy. She is going to bring out the king of you. This says an unknown, but this is for the guy who I was in a situationship with. guy who hung up on me because I gave him boundaries, and the guy who is getting his shit together now because he realized I'm a great woman. Literally, I'm not easy. Why would you want me easy? That's because he was used to them easy hoes. Please stop being easy on these men, because then they come around me and they teach their sons this, and then it's just a generational curse of men wanting easy women. Ladies, stop being so easy. And not just easy like with your coochie, easy to please. Like even me, I was easy to please. Like, oh, I don't really want that much. Oh no, this is fine. Like I accepted a bare minimum because I was like, oh, it's cool. No, stop doing that shit. And it's not about finances. It's about so much more. Some people will never know what they are really worth because they have the wrong people appraising them. This from Lee Hammock. Imagine someone who worked at Walmart going to Neiman Marcus saying these prices is way too high, you need to cut it. No, seriously. You put your own price tag on you. You know your value. Some people will never know. And that brings me back to the situationship guy. He doesn't know my values because his ex-wife, his ex-girlfriend, his baby mama, every woman, whoever woman he dealt with before, they had low value on them. So he's not gonna know what to do with somebody who got a higher value. He don't know. He don't know what I'm worth because he ain't never seen it before. So how am I supposed to expect him to know my worth when he's never seen it? I know my worth because it's mine. Treat me how I treat me. Chloe. When a toxic person can no longer control you, they will control how others see you. And that's when we start speaking about narcissism and flying monkeys. And just like they say, calling you crazy. You know, the media does a good job at portraying certain celebrities who are whistleblowers as insane. When, you know, they might be on drugs because they're going through some stuff, but that's not what makes them insane. When a toxic person can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. This misinformation will feel unfair, but stay above it, trusting that other people will eventually see the truth just like you did. That goes back to me on my other social media channels. I watch everybody sit around and watch everybody talk about me. I look for certain people to stand up for me and they didn't. And oh well. I looked for certain people to stand up for me and they didn't. And I watched all of that. So now I'm hoping that with this new page and this new energy and this new environment, you guys will see it. I'm hoping that you guys will be like, there is nothing crazy about that girl. She just got some issues just like we all do. Or it's her mama's fault, it's her daddy's fault, whoever y'all want to blame. But that's all I have is to, you know, hold on. The best apology is simply admitting your mistake. The worst apology is dressing your mistake with rationalizations to make it look like you were not really wrong but misunderstood. Dodinsky, whoever Dodinsky is, Dodinsky. That's the problem with the best friend. So I told her how I felt and she was attacking me, and then I hung up on her. I was like, all right, bye, and hung up. And she texted me this long fucking dissertation trying to explain how she was right and I was wrong. Did I read it? Absolutely fucking not. I read the first few lines to see the energy, and I read the first sentence, last sentence to see the energy. Her energy was fucked up the whole time. It was scapegoating, it was manipulative, it was gaslighting. I'm educated in psychology, so I understand that. If you watch a couple YouTube videos, you're educated enough in psychology to see that. So I know what she's doing, so I can't let her do that for 3 reasons. Number 1, it's wrong. Number 2, she's wrong. Number 3, I'm smart enough to not let that happen. So she sends that all up, dressing up her mistake with rationalization. I tried 3 times. She tried to rationalize what she was doing instead of just saying you're right. So I text her back and I say, when you're ready to come correct, I'm here. I said what you did was you manipulated, you gaslit me, and you invalidated my feelings. That's unacceptable. And then she texts me back and say, I'm not one of your little friends. Bitch, leave me all the way the fuck alone. And then she texts me back later and say something, it was really passive aggressive. It was really passive aggressive, and then that pissed me off too, because it was just like, I understand you're going through a lot. I hope your day gets better. Bitch, my day was not, it was horrid. And then you made it fucking horrible, and then you're being passive aggressive. Like, come on now, get your shit together, best friend. Yeah, just take accountability and say I was wrong. Or man, I really didn't mean to do that. Or you know what? My bad. Keep going. My bad. You know, it don't have to be that hard. You can just my bad it away, you know? Like, I'm not saying you got to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, at this point, she has to take full accountability. At this point, she has to take full accountability for what she said and what she did. But I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, just take accountability. The wind is clearly against this camera stand right now, so we're gonna try again. So we have been talking about how irritated I am for the past few hours, past few days. And now the wind is knocking my camera over, and I just really want to finish this message. So my first thought is to be irritated. But then my second thought is that that's not going to help. It's not going to do anything. So what can you do? I can just go sit in the stairs. I'm going to sit in the stairs. I'm going to finish this video. I might listen to a little Nipsey Hussle for a second. Last time that I checked, I'm going to just listen to that. And then I'm going to unpause this video. I'm going to be in the stairs. And I'm going to have a little better attitude. Because I understand that it is a spiritual war out there. And although on the surface level it seems like, oh, she's just having a bad day. On the surface level it looks like I'm just having a bad day. But in reality, it's a spiritual war. And it's bigger than a bad day. Hear all that noise? Oh. In the corner. I'm like in the corner of the stairs on the first floor. I'm frustrated because I want to go home, but I can't. I don't have a home. I have to start all over, and that's fine. Like, you know, I'm not going to be houseless forever. But even if I had the means to get my house, which I have the means to move out of here and to go somewhere else and struggle, or I can stay here and be safe. But I'm mad that I have to be isolated. I want to be isolated because I want to. I don't want to be isolated because I have to. It's just... I had made a comment on a Facebook on somebody's status or something on YouTube, and somebody was talking about how mothers hate their daughters, and like, you know, there's moms out there who try to destroy their daughters. And I had made a comment and I said, yeah, because my mother hated me so much, she hired a hitman. And then so someone commented and said, what? I feel so bad for you. Don't fucking feel bad for me, because I don't feel bad for me. I'm in this hotel, and mind you, the staff here is dope. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I like it. I wouldn't mind living in a hotel if I wasn't hitting. I don't like the fact that I just feel like it's temporary. Like, I still have my backpacks. It's not like I turned this into my home. It's just like I've been here for the past, since right before summer started. I've been here. And but if I lived at the hotel and I knew I was gonna have to be here for a year, then I would hook that hotel up and make it my home. Like, you know, I'm cool. Like, I would be cool if I was in a trailer hidden. I just want to be hidden alone. Like, don't ever feel sorry for me. Don't ever say like, oh, I feel so bad for you. Like that's that passive aggressive, like, I hate to say this, but type of energy that I don't want to hear, you know. Y'all see my shirt? It's so pretty. But I'm just saying, like, that's that type of energy that I don't want to hear. Like, don't ever feel sorry for me, because I don't feel sorry for me. It's just, it's the process. And I work really hard on myself, and I work really hard not just on myself as a person. Like, I'm really smart, and I'm like, business, I can do business. Like, so when God gives me the right opportunity, I'm gonna be good. And He hasn't given me the opportunity yet because He wants me to be here in isolation. And that is a part of the spiritual journey too, going through isolation. So I'm not the only one that went on a spiritual journey who had to be isolated. This is just the way that God chose to isolate me. Um, it's just still frustrating, and still just frustrating. And it sucks because I can't do anything about it because I can't even like get high. This is just to help my stomach, and my stomach started hurting. I can't get drunk. I can't do drugs because if I do drugs, then it's gonna get worse. If I drink, it's gonna get worse. If I run away, it's gonna get worse. Where I'm gonna run to, you know? There's nowhere lower than where I am now. Like, yeah, I can live underneath a bridge, but you know what I mean? That will only happen if I'm on drugs, because I can't consciously do anything that bad to make me be living underneath a bridge. So no matter what I'm going through, I still have to push through and just, you know. So we're gonna go back to my notes. You guys are just gonna follow me on this journey and let God use me the way He wants to, because I definitely would not have been this adamant about recording and delivering these messages or being on social media telling everybody I'm hiding from my family, I live in a hotel. Anyways, when you destroy someone's life with lies, take it as a motherfucking loan. It will come back to you with interest. Energy never dies, it just transforms. When you destroy someone's life, oh, I'm gonna say it one more time then. When you destroy someone's life with lies, take it as a loan. It'll come back to you with interest. People think you're crazy if you talk about things they don't understand. Elvis Presley. So when I was telling you guys about the flies being monitor spirits, I was saying they don't think you crazy. And that's when I was saying to myself said to me, and I said, huh? I was saying to myself, they are going to call you crazy because they don't understand. However, you are crazy, but that's not what makes you crazy. That's what makes you enlightened. And not only that, the worst thing someone can do is call you crazy. What's the worst thing you're going to do? Say something negative to me in my comments? Like, ouch, that hurt. My mother tried to kill me. There's nothing you can do that's going to hurt more than that. And that shit doesn't even hurt. So you're going to have to try really hard to get me. Don't make the mistake of being so understanding that you overlook the fact that you're disrespected. That's what the DMV bitches did to me. Not just the DMV bitches, but the people in the DMV area. Maybe 2 or 3 people out of the DMV area that I could say didn't try to do that. But everybody disrespected me in the DMV area. But it was clear. Like, all the people that disrespected me in the DMV area, it was clear that they had issues. Like, Crystal was, it was obvious that she had mommy issues, you know, like, clearly. That's why I liked her, because she had mommy issues. And even the other chick that we was hanging out with, she had mommy issues. So I liked hanging out with them because they had mommy issues, and so did I. You know, it was that trauma bonding type of thing. But even Muffin, he had mommy issues. And it was just like, all these people had issues, and I understood it. So of course you're gonna act like that because you got mommy issues. She never taught you. She don't love you. She didn't give you the love you wanted. Whatever they felt, their mommy issues. I understood it, but I let them disrespect me, and I thought it was me being understanding, but really it was me allowing the disrespect, and that's why they kept doing it. But I'm an evil bitch. My man saying I'm sinister. I got that from Justina. So moving on is about not loving someone anymore and forgetting them. It's about having the strength to say, I still love you, but you're not worth this pain. My situationship, I love that man. And if we are done, then we're done. Because I cannot let him put me through that. You are not going to hang up in my fucking face. You are not going to treat me like I'm one of these other chicks. Doesn't matter how much I love you. You just can't do it. So I have to love me more than I love him. Because if I love him more than I love me, then I'm allowing him to keep giving me that pain. But if I love me more, then I won't accept that pain. Mom, dad, best friend, sister, brother, best friend, cousin, doesn't matter who it is. It's not just a, relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, sexual relationship, however y'all want to see it. It's a relationship between two people. Other people's opinion of you, whether it's good or bad, should not be the grounds in which you base your self-worth. Your value is inherited with you. What matters the most is whether you know you are worthy. You are. No matter what anyone says. Because God gave you life. Why did God give you your life? Ask God. God, why did you give me this life? I don't remember when I broke this nail. I'm just looking like, why is this not? God, why did you give me this life? What did you want me to do with this life? But he gave it to you because you're worthy. He wouldn't have gave it to you. Now, some people are not God's children because the devil has children too. And not all angels are good. Some of them are bad because the devil is an angel too. But if God gave you your life, and if you're listening to me and you can feel God in your heart and soul, if you love God, if this message is for you, if God has me pouring out my heart and soul for you, if you are someone who can relate, or who's just like, oh, I like her because she reminds me of, or whatever positive feeling, you get inside, if that's you, then God gave you a life because you're worthy. Worthy. You are worthy. This is by, I cannot pronounce his name, but he's an old philosopher. Epicurus. Epicurus. I have never wished to satisfy the crowd. For what I know they do not approve, and what they approve I do not know. Going back to the stripper thing, I just can't get down with it because it's not the stripper. It's not the stripper because it's the mentality that some of these women have, or like my cousin the stripper. It was her mentality. I'm just like, I can't get with it. And you know what's crazy? She ended up getting ass shots, and she got ass shots, and they look so fucking horrible. And I'm like, dang, like, why you didn't, like, they don't have hip shots too? Because like her hips not proportionate with her ass, so it's not real. And she was just like, well, if I had your body, then I wouldn't have needed to do this. And it's just like, well, why don't you just, go work out, or just get like, when you go get ass shots, be like, can I get a small? Why did you have to get an extra large? You got a small frame, or even get a medium booty shot. Like, I don't know how we go, but why would you get triple XL booty when you have this? It was just like, it didn't make sense to me. But she used to just look down on me so much, like she was above me, and I'm like, you're a stripper, and you're not even a smart stripper. You're not like diamond, like, because I would definitely, first of all, this is why I attack strippers, because if I had the guts, I would be able to do it because I have the body and I can dance. But, you know what I mean? Like, Cardi was a stripper, and look at what she did. She made something out of her life. My cousin's stripper, and all she did was trap a singer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, You trap on Humvee Star. You trap. She's trying to trap somebody. It's just like that's that mentality I don't understand. All these other stripper women, not all of them, but some of them. I knew one girl who was a stripper and who wrote a book, and she's popular too. I'm in Atlanta, so most of these strippers in Atlanta are popular. So it's not like the stripper. I'm just always using that as an example because that's like growing up. That was like my only option. People would tell me like, why don't you just be a model? Why don't you just, you know, like it was always something with my body or being a stripper. Someone would always say I should do, or I would be around women like that, and they would just think that they were something because you're a stripper. It's like, but you're a stripper. I can't approve of that, and she can't approve of me going to be a scientist. Why? Because she's a stripper. One thing about me, I will always move with love, integrity, and pure intentions. And that's true. I will always lead with my essence, with me, with my true essence. And my true essence is full with integrity and love and pure intentions and transparency. However, if you cannot receive my intentions and integrity and you want to perceive them as a threat, then you will receive an ass whooping. You know what I mean? A good heart and an authentic soul will make a miserable bitch despise you. Gypsy Gal. I don't remember who Gypsy Gal is, but I feel this. A good heart and an authentic soul will make a miserable bitch hate you. And that is my sister Danielle. I don't know if I told this story already, but I'm going to say this again real quick. When I was about 18 months, and my sister is about 18 months older than me, so she's like 2 or 3, right? So, I was sitting in my high chair. My mother had gave me some chicken gizzards, and I'm in this high chair eating the chicken gizzards, and apparently, my sister felt like I had more than her, or she wanted some more, something to do with me and these chicken gizzards, and she was mad. So she went to the stove. She got a fork and she put it on the stove until it was hot, and then she went and put it on my shoulder. When I was up until I was 14, I had this. It's not there anymore, but I had. Oh, my tail line is trash. I had a fork mark right here with like 4 little lines right here, and it only disappeared when I got my first sunburn. I was 14 when I got my first sunburn, and all that skin fell off. But yeah, I was clearly authentic eating gizzards at 1, and that bothered her 2, 3-year-old soul. And that's what I mean by like people have demons. Like my sister, you're you know what I mean? Like you're so little and you're that jealous of me that young. Like, and this is how our life it's just always been, of her always being envious of everything I do. Like, yeah. A good heart and authentic soul will make a miserable bitch despise you, because my biggest stalker, my biggest supporter, whether she sends hate or anything, is my sister Danielle. Like, that lady is obsessed with me. It's so fucking weird. I don't even want to read this out loud. Fake is becoming so acceptable that people get offended. They got the motherfucking nerves to get mad at me for keeping it real. I wouldn't wear my hair and makeup and all that stuff. Like, I'll just be me. And they thought that, I didn't love myself because I didn't want to wear makeup. How is it that because I don't want to wear weave and makeup and be artificial? Artificial means I don't love myself. I'm sorry, I was waiting. I thought maybe one of y'all was gonna say something, but I didn't hear anything. The voices in my head didn't say anything. Like, it was silent. Even the voices in my head stopped talking. I was like, they don't never shut up. Why do you take pleasure in praise from those you cannot praise yourself? This is another philosopher. I can't pronounce his name. Epistles. Epistles. That man said, why do you take pleasure in praise from those you cannot praise yourself? And that goes back to my stop trying to get validation from people that you don't even value yourself. Like I can't be concerned about my sister, like how she feel about me, and like, oh, let me live up to her expectation, let me live up to my parents' expectation, when I don't even, they're not even valuable. Like I had to think about this. Like think about it like this, okay? So you know how you said like, oh, like we're always worried about someone, and we're like, who are these people? And excuse me. We're like people, or them, or they, or who are these people? Who are them? Who are they? It's a group of people that you envision in your head. Who are these people? So identify these people, them, they, whoever these people are that you're worried about saying something. Identify them individually, take them out of the group, and put them on paper and write down their name. And you write mom, dad, brother, sister, cousin, best friend. And then you write down all the fucking things that make them a valuable person. And you write down all of their goddamn qualifications that make them. I hope you guys catch me already, because if these motherfuckers don't have no good qualifications, if they don't have any values or valid, then why are we worried about them? It's another quote I'm gonna fuck up, but it's just like, remember that no one could anyone trying to bring you down is already lower than you, because nobody up here is going to try to bring you down, because they already made it, they already know the journey, so they might not help you up. It's a different story, but they're not going to try to push you down. But if someone's trying to pull you down, they're trying to pull you back to your level, they're trying to knock you down off of something, they are already down here trying to get up there, or they, you know what I mean, they're gonna have to get a step stool to try to get to you. Don't be worried about these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is definitely gonna be my last video because my stomach is hurting. It might be all the stress thinking about my family. There is no competition. Disrespectfully, you could never be me, and I would never want to be you. Back to my sister, girl. If I was my sister, I would kill myself. I'm not saying she should unalive herself. I'm just saying if I was her, then that's what I would have done, because I would have hated to be her. Like, oh my gosh, that's just, I would hate to be her. Like I'd rather be Snow White and live in the fucking woods with 7 little midget men and a bunch of goddamn birds before I ever be Danielle. Like, that's nasty. Just her way of thinking is just, I don't know. It just reminds me of like peanut butter and noodles or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Beef noodles, peanut butter. That's like being my sister. Extra salty and just filled with sodium and cheap, and with the peanut butter for, like, it don't even make sense. That's like her, like, you don't even make sense. Like, what do you do? Like, what are you? Those who are constantly at war with themselves can't be at peace with you. I'm not going to use an example, but if I did, I would start with my sister again. So you will never be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. You will always be criticized by someone doing less. That's just what I was saying by pulling you down. Someone higher than you cannot pull you down. They wouldn't do that. But only people who have less than you. They're like, where are you going? You come back down here. Come back down here with the rest of us low lives. How dare you try to heal and grow? Y'all remember that video when I was skating? Oh, I was wearing a shirt when I was skating and I fell. I had to put so much aloe and mineral oil to get this together, but I'm like, yo, I want to be a supermodel, and I won't be able to be a supermodel with these knees. Plus the fact that I don't want to be a supermodel, but whatever. Um, it is not our ability that shows us what we truly are, but our choices. Dumbledore. I think I got that from Harry Potter. Everybody got choices. How do you choose? What do you do? Be careful how much you tolerate. You're teaching others how to treat you. Lil Baby said that. I got that from me. Yeah, and that goes back to the DMV bitches, and not just the DMV bitches, but all the people in the DMV, because there's 3 people in particular that are DMV bitches. However, when I say DMV bitches right now, I'm talking about everybody in the DMV area, because that place, the devil has a house in the DMV and he visits often. The last one. When people are threatened by you, they'll do anything to tarnish or diminish you, even in the slightest way. I got that from the Afro Zen. When people are threatened by you, they'll do anything. When people are threatened by you, they'll do anything. They'll tarnish your name. They'll tell everybody you're a hoe. They'll tell everybody that you're homeless and you're struggling, when the fact is I'm not homeless and I'm not struggling. I'm just in hiding. I do need some more money though, because I'm not a billionaire, so I guess I am struggling. I feel like until I'm a billionaire, I'm gonna always be like checking my bank account like, dang, I only got 500 million. Fuck. What I do with 100 million? Shit, I lost 100. You know, like when I get to a billion is when I'm gonna stop checking my account every day. But even then, I'm still gonna check it often. I'm just not gonna do it every day. But people are threatened by you. They want other people to not like you. They don't want anyone to see your light. They don't want anyone to see you. They don't want anyone to see the good in you. They only want to see bad. Because if they can see the bad, if people can just think bad about you, if you can just not like her, it's like the energy I'm getting, like, she's stupid, she's ugly, she doesn't know how to read, she's, I don't know, she's not smart, like, I don't know, whatever people want to say. They have to tarnish you. They try to bring up your past. Oh, that's the one. People will try to bring up your past, like, when you are, okay, let's just say I was a hoe, okay? I was a hoe. And I was popping my coochie for everybody. So were they. We was popping our coochie together. But I'm not doing it anymore. Remember you was popping your coochie? Yeah, but I stopped doing it. You're still popping your coochie. Do I think I'm better than you? No, but I think that I'm too good to be in that energy still. I've experienced that. I've done it already. I popped my coochie. I don't want to do it anymore. Now I want to pop my brain. Now I want to pop, I don't know, these bitches in the mouth. I don't know. I'm just saying. I changed my energy. I'm not there anymore. I used to be a klepto. I used to be a drug dealer. I used to be a pimp. You know, I used to date little girls because they was fast and they did what they wanted. Whatever that energy is or was, it's okay for you to transform and not be that anymore. The point in life is to grow, is to elevate, is to incline. So even if at your lowest, you were whatever your biggest fear is, or whatever it is that you were, whatever you are at your lowest, you don't have to stay there. You can grow and incline and be better. But some people don't want to do that. And when some people don't want to do that, they want to talk shit about those who want to incline. Do not get caught up with focusing so much energy on those people who don't want to see you improve, who don't want the best for you. Look at them and realize what they're saying, what they're doing, and remove them from your energy. Whether you have to cut them off completely, whether you got to cut them off a little bit, however you decide to do it, you have to just make a decision. But you cannot keep allowing these people to be in your energy and to feed you whatever they want to. Erykah Badu keep telling y'all, like, don't feed me yours, because your food does not endure. I think I need a cup of tea. I do need a cup of tea. I drink peppermint and ginger tea because it calms my tummy. Plus, it calms my digestive system and my stomach, to be honest. But chamomile, peppermint, ginger, not really ginger, but chamomile and peppermint, it helps bring a calmness over you. I have chamomile and lavender. I'm gonna go get. But focus on you and how you can be a better person. What do you want out of life? I love quotes because somebody said that. That means somebody been through it. Even if it is just an IG meme, you know how people would steal something off of IG and make that their status. Don't be that person and say, "Oh, they stole it from IG." Shut the fuck up and learn from it. I don't give a damn where they got it from, because everything I just told y'all was some real shit, and I got it from an IG meme. And all of those quotes, "Oh, I got it from an IG meme," all of that shit helped me. I took all of those IG memes people talk shit about and I applied it to my life because I wanted something better and I didn't know what to do. So I was like, let me just follow these quotes. I've been reading Aristotle since I was younger. I just never understood what that meant. But now I have to take the time to receive the message. I keep using the words perceive and receive for a reason, but I have to like really, really take the second to understand what I'm saying, what other people are saying, what I'm doing, what other people are doing, what I'm portraying, what other people are portraying. Anyways, I hope that you're able to find peace and healing. Check out my website, letusgrowinto.com, and I will help you understand whatever it is you need to understand. I do not accept everyone as a client. I want you to be 100% serious about your growth. I do not like people who make excuses. If you do not like accountability, I'm not for you. If you, un momento, ¿cómo está? So I definitely have to go because my grandcat is sick and his mom called me to say that he's not feeling well. That's funny. My daughter texted me to say, "I'm back. I'm just on the stairs and I'm on like level 1 and she's on level 2." But anyways, if you like to make excuses for yourself and you don't take accountability, excuse me, then I suggest you keep watching my videos and don't try to hire me. I'm not for everyone, and I only deal with people who really need help. I'm able to help with pretty much any level of mediation, unless you're a ghetto baby mama and you got a ghetto baby daddy and you don't want to hear me. You just want me to tell him what you want to hear. It's not how mediation works. I hate when they do that. I am here to help bridge the communication gap between yourself and other people, between yourself and yourself. So if you have a hard time communicating with your inner voice, your inner child, if you have a hard time connecting with your spirituality, you have a hard time having a conversation with, you have a dispute that you need to resolve and you need to know how to better address it. Things like that is what I'm good with. I am not a therapist. I am training to be, so all of my knowledge is from the courses that I've taken so far and from, my side knowledge. However, I'm not a licensed therapist. I recommend that every person who is of Native American and African American descent, even Hispanic descent, I recommend that we all get therapy. Oh, so my phone's about to die. I recommend we all get therapy and seek some resources outside of yourself. Stop going to your friends and asking them questions because they don't know. They're doing the best that they can, but they don't know. They can only give you what they have, and they don't have the proper tools. Seek the proper tools. Look on the website. My prices are subject to change. However, you can afford it because right now my prices are $100 and my weave costs more than $100. So if you can spend $100 on weave or going out to the club and you can spend $100 on your mental health,